Welcome to Ghent, a truly special city in Belgium. Many travelers know Brussels or Bruges, but Ghent is a wonderful hidden secret, waiting for you to discover. It is a city full of life, with old buildings and pretty canals. Young people from the university make the city lively. Ghent offers a fantastic mix of history and modern fun. You will find so much to see and do here. It is a place where every corner has a story. Prepare to be charmed by this Belgian jewel. Ghent is not as crowded as some other famous European cities. This means you can enjoy its beauty in a more relaxed way. You can walk easily through its historic center. The streets are made of cobblestones just like in storybooks. Friendly local people are happy to welcome visitors. They are proud of their city and its rich past. You will feel this warmth as you explore. Ghent is a place where you can really connect with Belgian culture. It is an experience you will not forget. Imagine a city where medieval castles stand tall next to cozy cafes. Picture yourself strolling along waterways watching boats glide by. This is Ghent. Ghent has a very long and interesting past. It was once one of the biggest and richest cities in Northern Europe. This was many hundreds of years ago, in the Middle Ages. The city grew powerful because of its trade in wool and cloth. Ships sailed up the Ley and Scheldt rivers bringing goods. This made Ghent a busy and important place. You can still feel this history when you walk its streets. The old buildings tell stories of this prosperous time. The city was not always peaceful though. Ghent's people were known for being independent and sometimes rebellious. They often fought for their rights and freedoms against rulers. This spirit is a proud part of Ghent's identity. There were times of great wealth and also times of struggle. Learning about this history helps you understand the city better. You can see signs of its past everywhere, from grand churches to strong castles. It is like walking through a living history book. Today, Ghent carefully preserves its historical treasures. Many buildings from the 13th and 14th centuries still stand. The city planners have done a great job. One of Ghent's most famous sites is the Gravensteen. This means Castle of the Counts. It is a real medieval castle right in the city center. It looks very strong and imposing with its stone walls and towers. The castle was built in the late 12th century by Count Philip of Alsace. He wanted to show his power to the proud people of Ghent. Imagine seeing this mighty fortress for the first time. It must have been quite a sight. The Gravensteen has served many purposes over the centuries. It was the home of the Counts of Flanders. It was also a courthouse, a prison, and even a factory. For a while it housed a cotton mill in the 19th century. Thankfully, the city decided to restore it to its former glory. Now you can visit and explore its many rooms. You can climb the ramparts and enjoy great views of Ghent. It is a fantastic place to learn about medieval life. Inside the Gravensteen, you will find interesting exhibits. There is an armory with old weapons and suits of armor. You can see the Count's residence and the Judgment Hall. Another jewel of Ghent is St. Bavo's Cathedral. This magnificent church is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Its tall spire reaches towards the sky, a landmark in the city. Building the cathedral took many centuries, starting in the 10th century. It was originally a smaller chapel, but it grew into this grand structure. When you step inside, you will be amazed by its size and beauty. The high vaulted ceilings and stained glass windows are stunning. It is a place of peace and awe. The most famous treasure in St. Bavo's Cathedral is the Ghent Altarpiece. Its official name is the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. This incredible painting was made by the Van Eyck brothers, Hubert and Jan. It was completed in 1432. It is considered one of the most important artworks in European history. The details and colors are simply breathtaking. The altarpiece has many panels, each telling a part of a religious story. It has a fascinating history, having been stolen several times. You can see the Ghent altarpiece in a special chapel within the cathedral. There is often a small fee to view it up close. It is definitely worth it. Take your time to look at all the details. The realism and symbolism are incredible for its time. Besides the altarpiece, the cathedral has many other treasures. There is a beautiful Rococo pulpit made of marble and oak. Section 5. Graslei and Korenlei, Ghent's beautiful waterfront. The Graslei and Korenlei are perhaps the most picturesque spots in Ghent. These are two quays, or streets, along the banks of the Ley River. They face each other across the water, right in the heart of the old city. For centuries this area was Ghent's main harbor. Ships loaded and unloaded goods here, making it a bustling center of commerce. The names tell you about this history. Graslei means grass key and Korenlei means corn key. These were important commodities traded here. The buildings along the Graslei and Korenlei are simply stunning. They are old guild halls with beautiful ornate facades. Each building has its own style and story. You will see the guild hall of the free skippers, the grain measurer's house and the toll house. These buildings date back to the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. They show the wealth and importance of Ghent during those times. At night, the buildings are beautifully lit up. This creates a magical atmosphere along the river. Today, the Graslei and Korenlei are a popular place for both locals and tourists. Section 6. Delicious Ghent. Tasting the local flavors. Ghent is a wonderful city for food lovers. You will find many delicious things to eat and drink here. Belgian cuisine is famous for its quality and flavor, and Ghent is no exception. One local specialty you must try is Gentse waterzooi. This is a creamy stew, traditionally made with chicken or fish and vegetables. It is very comforting and tasty, perfect after a day of sightseeing. Another popular dish is stoverage, a rich beef and onion stew, often cooked with Belgian beer. Do not forget to try some Belgian fries or frieten. They are usually served in a paper cone with your choice of sauce. Mayonnaise is a classic choice. For those with a sweet tooth, Ghent has kuberdons. These are cone-shaped, raspberry-flavored candies with a soft center. Locals call them nozekjes, which means little noses. You will see them sold at street stalls. And of course, you cannot visit Belgium without trying some delicious Belgian chocolate. Ghent has many excellent chocolate shops. Section 7. City of Celebrations. Ghent's lively festivals. Ghent is known as a city of festivals. Throughout the year there are many exciting events that fill the streets with music and fun. The biggest and most famous is the Gravensteen. This is a huge 10-day festival held every July. The entire city center becomes a party zone. There are free concerts on outdoor stages, street theater, parades and markets. Millions of people come to Ghent for this amazing celebration. It is a truly unforgettable experience if you can visit during this time. But the Gravensteen is not the only festival. Ghent also hosts a spectacular light festival every few years. During this event, artists from around the world create amazing light installations. These artworks transform the city's buildings and canals into a magical wonderland. It usually takes place in winter, bringing warmth and light to the darker months. There is also Filmfest Gent, an important international film festival held every October. It attracts movie lovers and filmmakers from all over. These festivals show the lively and creative spirit of Ghent. The city loves to celebrate art, music, and culture. Section 8. Beyond the main sights. Discovering Ghent's charms. While Ghent's famous landmarks are amazing, there is much more to discover. I always encourage travelers to wander off the main tourist paths, get lost in the smaller streets, and find Ghent's hidden charms. One such area is the Patershol district. This is a very old neighborhood with narrow, winding cobblestone streets. It is full of charming houses and excellent restaurants. It feels like stepping back into the 17th century. It is a wonderful place for an evening stroll and a delicious meal. Ghent is also a city of canals, much like Bruges or Amsterdam. Exploring these waterways is a delight. You can take a boat tour, as I mentioned, or you can simply walk along the canal banks. You will find many picturesque bridges and quiet spots. Look out for street art too. Ghent has a vibrant street art scene. You can find colorful murals and graffiti in unexpected places. This adds a modern, edgy touch to the historic city. It is a fun contrast. Consider renting a bicycle to explore like a local. Ghent is a very bike-friendly city with many dedicated paths. Cycling allows you to cover more ground. Section 9. Planning your Ghent trip. Easy tips for a great visit. Are you excited to visit Ghent? Here are a few tips to help you plan your adventure. The best time to visit Ghent depends on what you like. Spring and fall offer pleasant weather and fewer crowds. Summer is lively, especially during the Gentse Feesten in July. Winter can be chilly, but the city is cozy, and the light festival is a treat. Ghent is wonderful any time of year. Each season brings its own special charm to this beautiful Belgian city. Getting around Ghent is very easy. The historic city center is compact and perfect for walking. This is the best way to see the sights and soak in the atmosphere. Ghent also has an excellent public transport system with trams and buses. These are useful if you want to visit areas outside the center. Consider getting a city card Gent. This card often includes free entry to many attractions and use of public transport. It can be a good value if you plan to see a lot. Ghent is well connected by train to other Belgian cities like Brussels, Bruges, and Antwerp. It is also easy to reach from nearby countries.